Hi. In the last video, I showed the basic usage of my team setup. Now I will be showing what values do what basically inside of the team manager, because here you see you have the UI, and there's actually a lot of option here. And there's some things to know about how it works behind the scenes, so you can really use it fully. So first off, here you can give it a VRC avatar descriptor. This is the best way of doing it. Um, but you can also do it without by giving it directly an animator and a root. You can only do this when this is set to none, because I mean, elseways, here if I remove the root, uh, just it just fills it in automatically. So usually you don't need to worry about this. But if you want to switch out the animator because you don't like this one, you want to use this one, but somehow the regular one, like this one is my regular one, this one is inside of my viewer chat avatar descriptor. And if for some reason I want to use a number one else of the regular one, well, I can do that and it's going to work just fine. I just need to switch it out there. So that's a little thing to be known. After that, here you get all of your teams and you get all text that tells you which one is selected. When you click here, you can choose which one goes in which slot, basically. Um, After that, you can add teams, remove teams. When you add and remove teams, literally there's just a you'll see that it destroys them actually, because across all of my components it doesn't always destroy them. Sometimes it'll keep like a value in the background just to remember. Um, but this is one little specificity here. You can reset linkers and update the meshes. Um, update update meshes. It is very simple. What it's gonna do is that we have renderers and skin mesh renderers. These are all of the renderers on the avatar. When you press on update, it will take uh, the avatar descriptor or the root or the game object on which the avatar animator is on. Really, first one that it tries is the avatar descriptor, and then it will find all of the skin mesh renderers on it, all the renderers. It will put them inside of these values, and it will create the linkers. Now then, if what you did is not change the renderers but only modify data that is supposed to be inside of the linkers, you can then only press on reset linker and it's going to work just fine. And also at any time, if you want to see these values, you can just click on that little show debug. It'll really tell you a lot of information. You need to make sure that everything has a value in it. Sometimes if you just like drag and drop the script itself or you do add component, not every value is going to be preloaded inside. So this is important to know. You need every value preloaded inside. Um, so here you have your team sets. Here you have the template folder, very important. The template folder, I'll go back a bit more into this when I talk about how to create a team set, a texture set. But this is just like the general uh, like names of the materials. So it's gonna look through all of these. After that, you get the current team. This is because you see 0 to 1 to 6. So when you do it in base 0 index, this is actually number 5, the item number 5. So current team is the number 5 here. It's used for like rendering. It's really not that important. You see if I move it, it just Oh, it breaks. But yeah, gotta be careful still with all of these things. All of these things, you can mess around with them. All of these can break things, so be careful. This is the number of clips, and this is basically how many of these layers have clips inside of them that will need to be checked. So, and these are channels, basically, how I usually call them. And each one of these is a channel. So this is like the feather low channel, feather tail channel, main body channel. And all of these channels um, can be modified individually. These were all the sliders I showed off in last video. Um, so here you can really set any amount that you want. Technically, you cannot go above 250 something, 200 like 53, because there's a limit on how many parameters you can have on a VRChat avatar, but that's literally it. Start index here is 3 because you need to ignore the base layer. And here I have the team manager, which does some actions to make sure everything works properly. And this is just an empty separator that gets removed when I upload it because of VRC Fury optimizations. Um, so, and if you want to change it, if by example, all of these, you had more layers above here, you can just change the start index to like 5, and you'll see it'll have moved them. But then in my case, I need it there, so I'm not going to change them. These are all the clips to modify. These you can move them around. It doesn't really matter. But these are all the clips that the script is going to look at and modify. They're only taken according to these, so you cannot actually drag and drop uh, clips inside of there. After that, you have linkers. A linker is a special class I've made that allows to link a property of a animation with a material inside of a folder. And you need these to make them work. You'll note that there's a problem if, by example, you see here I have 40 linker, here I have 35 mesh render. So it kind of makes sense. It's about the same amount. So I know this is a good proper amount. But if you had like 5 linker for 30 mesh skin mesh render, there would be a problem. Or you're not like fully using the team manager. After that, you can enable verbose. This is just going to spam a bit more the console with information. It's useful when debugging, by example, but usually all the debugging infos are going to be outputted to the console. These are the menus. You need to input them manually often, that are going to basically have all of these in here. And what the script does is that it takes a name, takes a parameter, and the proper value so that when you click on it, it selects the right team. And this value is this one. Normally, it's always main team. It might be KeyV 2.4 main team or MTM team main team, depending if you're using the VRC Fury version or like you just copy off some older things that I'll have given, but you shouldn't have, in fact, KeyV 2.4. And this is pretty much all of what there is inside of the super multi-team manager. After that, every team manager, you see these are scriptable objects. They're basically classes that you can create when you want to create a new one. You just go create here, Emil's tool, Emil's team manager, and new team. You can create a new team here, but I will not be creating a new one. I'll just click on like the public here, and there's all of these teams basically on it. These are all references to a folder, and sometimes you can have a partial folder. Partials are when Basically, you have all of your avatar done, but you just want to like switch out one material or two a bit more. You can use partials for that, where you have like the main body here, which looks like this. But I also have an alternative version that looks like this, and another alternative version that looks like this. And all of these alternative versions are still going to be using, like by example, the same eyes. It's not going to need to create more folder and more material, and it just allows for a cleaner structure. After that, in here, if I go back here, you can see that there's the select folder. When you click on select folder, it's gonna send you over to the last place that you've tried to open, or a selected value. I'll show you just in a second, but here, when you click on select folder, you can just select the folder here. It's electric flower, but if I want to have forest garden, I just click here, chooses it. If I want to have, again, electric flower, there, I just choose it. So it's kind of important to have really this structure right here, where you have teams with all of your teams together, so that it's really a lot easier to navigate inside of the scriptable object. Now then, here you can put a folder name. In fact, you need to put one. If you put nothing, it'll just be written nothing. It'll be not super nice. You can change the number of folders, not too complex. But something to see is that here you see teams. I currently have 13. And even if I put like 1, I still have 13, and it keeps the old values, so that if you accidentally go there, you can just pop them back in. And when you're certain that these are all the one that you wanted to have, and that there is no like accidental one there, you can click on cleanup asset, and it will just see now there's only 10 teams because it removed the cached teams. Also, here you see there's for every one of these scriptable objects, there is one global static path between every one, and you can set it by pasting a path inside the root folder path here. To get it, really, all you gotta do is just right click on here, copy path, and paste it in like literally any of them. Oh, there's a wrong file. Just paste it there, and it will override it for everyone. And technically, when you open it, if there's no like history, it's gonna open at the right place. So that is how a bit just like the values behind that is. You can set the number of partial teams. It once again uses the same caching method. Here, 0, 1, 2, OG, purple, Mirza, you'll see that it's because here, body is 0, purple is 1, 2 is going to be Mirza's. So when you click on them, that's gonna be basically the numbers. But then if you want to, you can write any numbers here, and it's going to work just fine. You just need to make sure that the alt has the right number next to it. And when you write alt, it's very important. It is case sensitive. So it's under dash alt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to like up to 16. So